Alright, how are we looking here? What's up, everyone? Sorry for the music playing in double. I was listening to the music on my computer. I think it played twice.
The House
of
the Dead.
I'm back. Happy Saturday, everyone. Just want to make sure everything is all set up here. Got the game running. Got chat. Still trying out this restream thing, which is still very new to me. Hopefully it's going through okay.
Shoot outside of the screen.
Any issues with the stream, let me know, and I'll try my best to fix up stuff. YouTube, which I believe it is. It is. Cool stuff. All right. Where do I start here? Losing my train of thought. So why am I here? So I wanted to do a stream. Wasn't able to participate in the event, but there is a charity event going on right now. It's called the Week of the Dead, and they are streaming live right now on the Weekend of the Dead channel on Twitch. And it's basically some people who signed up to stream a bunch of Lycan games, and it's all going to breast cancer charity in Australia. They've raised like $200 some or something, and they have like a $300 goal. So I have links to the charity, I believe, on the YouTube. There also is a command that hopefully should work on Twitch, !charity, in case if anyone is interested in that. But I felt like just doing this just in support of the charity, because it is for a good cause, and it is nice that there are people who are, you know, passionate about these games that are willing to come together and, you know, stream for a good cause. Fortunately, I wasn't able to make it to that event because the whole scheduling was kind of in Australian time. Converting it to Central Standard Time was a bit awkward for me. Just kind of doing this in the meantime, and I'll definitely be linking to the channel afterwards. And let me just check one last thing, and then I guess we'll just hang out and play the game.
The House of the Dead.
It's a bit awkward playing on Restream. And I'm a little bit behind. Okay, let's just cut the chatter. Let's play some games. Here?
The House of the Dead.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, shit. What chat? Here we go.
We're meeting G over there. What? Please be safe, G. How could anyone do this? G! James.
G! I like how G is just like sidelined in this game. You just get punched in the gut or whatever happened to him, and then he's just sidelined.
Harry and Amy are coming to back us up. Hurry! Go!
Thanks, G. Right.
No! No! I don't want to die! My God.
My God. I guess I'll go for saving all the hostages. It's kind of funny in this game, you can actually score higher by letting some of the hostages die. Okay, fine, we're gonna let all the hostages die then. Never mind.
There was nothing we could
Got plan B. So there's actually some pretty interesting routes by letting people die. The downside though is you don't get the bonus room in the final stage because you're not saving everyone. So you have less room for error, less bonus lives to help you for the final boss. So, but it's proper trade-off. Didn't even call back up for G. What's up, AAA? Yep. Poor G. More heads to shoot. Yep, that's true. Off of the head. There's one headshot. Another. It can continue, like, even after an enemy is dead, you can keep shooting him afterwards to dismember them. Well, not on that particular enemy for some reason, but most enemies you can continue shooting them afterwards and it'll keep dismembering them. Alright, first boss. Little flying guy. Might as well shoot the signpost to get the overinflated accuracy percentage bonus if I can. Such a funny bug. That's fine. I'm gonna get that life back in the next stage.
James! Amy! Harry! Thank God you arrived.
What the hell's going on in this city?
Don't know.
I have a distinct memory of when he says, "What the hell is going on in this city?" When my mom was watching me play it and she gasped when he said hell.
Okay.
And I for some reason, I still remember that.
No more fooling around.
No more fooling around. Also, I got a new mic. My other one broke, so I'm hoping this one's better. May need a bit more tweaking, but that'll come with time.
Dogs of the AMS. Time they
Once it
move.
broke, that was like the red flag that, alright, I gotta move on to the next mic. This one seems to be okay so far.
Need to hurry.
We need to hurry. I'll go this path.
Thank you for rescuing me.
I probably should have taken the other path if you don't let him survive. But, oh well, we'll go this route. Owls!
Help me! Help me!
Poor owls. Poor owls.
What?
I think those are barn owls. It's kind of hard to tell. I think they're barn owls. Or maybe barred owls. I'm not sure. Either way, I love owls, but those are the bad ones that I cannot stand. Man, the music in this game is so good. Particularly this stage. We'll take the key path. There we go.
My dad's still inside.
Don't worry. I'll get them out.
Okay. So it seems like I'm going for like a hybrid of like branching paths for saving people and not saving people, which may or may not be intentional, but we'll just go with it and see if we can string a run out of this. Hopefully. Gunfire misfiring again. I always hate how the health items have like iframes when you shoot them out of the crates. There we go. Not the coins, but the first aid kits have iframes. It's kind of ridiculous. So it's a kind of.
Help! Help! Help me! Help me!
You have to like shoot the crate, and then you have to wait like I think a solid second before the game actually allows you to shoot and get the life. It's very strange. I don't think any of the other House of the Dead games really do that. So if it was a conscious design choice or maybe a bug, I'm not quite sure. But I'm pretty confident in saying it doesn't return in the other games. It's like pretty instant when you quickly blast open a crate and shoot the life up inside. Lights down. Here we go.
James. Amy, Harry, the chaos of the city is increasing.
Chaos at the city's increasing. Well, if it's increasing, then we need to decrease it, I guess. They're all dead. Type B05. I don't remember the type numbers by heart, but I'd be surprised if there's another boss in this series that has a type number similar to Hierophant's that would suggest they're correlated, they're connected. Okay. Actually, I gotta go for the scoring strat. So you leave him alive, you shoot the fish score extra points. You can't do this all day, but there's a few phases in which he'll just shoot fish at you. Like so. It's like the Hangman fight. Every time I hear that line, I keep expecting to talk about, yeah, some World cheeky reference. Whoa! What the hell? Did I just... I gotta clip that. Hopefully someone can clip that. Did I just, like, get him immediately before he jumped? I've never seen that animation before. That was weird. Maybe I just barely got the weak point. It's just like this little pixel of a weak point, or a pixel of a spot you have to shoot to actually hit him when he jumps up. That was weird. So strange. You know what they were doing when they have, like, him jumping down at you and he's, like, at the very top of the screen? If you play in the arcade and, like, the gun doesn't track well there, you're kind of screwed. He's just gonna hit you.
Don't care who it is, no one's gonna get away with it.
No one's gonna get away with this. Okay. Get that life back.
Been a while, hasn't it? My friends from the AMS. It's me, Gold.
Also, I don't know if it's just me, but Goldman sounds a little bit different in the arcade version. This is the arcade version emulated, like ass.
1998 Fury case. Guess who's behind it? It was Goldman. He's the head one of the most eminent financial group.
The head one.
On that genome theory.
Thanks, AAA. Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
James, back me up. Okay.
Okay.
Are you all right, James? Yeah, I'm hanging on.
Yeah, I'm hanging on.
Help me! Help me! Thanks for saving me.
No problem. Have a good day, sir. missed the head by little bits. Is there a restream?
Saving me. Yes, this is
Am I not allowed to remove the branding? That kind of blows.
Goldman left a message for
Not
us.
sure if it's visible on the stream. I just noticed in the YouTube
Well, he says that he'll be waiting at the Coliseum on the
branding,
north side of the
or the restream branding logo.
Coliseum might be a trap. But let's go.
It doesn't look visible on the stream. It was just on my end.
James, over there.
Alright, back to more important things like creature killing. Crap.
James, over there. Ah!
There you go.
Run.
Let's hurry.
Let's hurry. But yeah, since it's the Halloween season, I figured it'd be appropriate just to pull up this game. I had issues getting House of the Dead 1 like in the stream, because the emulator is one of those things where if you click out of it in a multi-monitor setup, it closes the emulator, which is not really the best. So I just decided to play the second game. That's just much easier for me to set up. But at some point I'll have to stream the first game again.
My friends went inside, but they're not back yet. I told them not to go.
Told them not to go. No. It's a marvel that they have the game emulated, but yeah. Flycast is pretty good. Technoparrot, for obvious reasons, is kind of iffy, but like, I think it can work okay on the stream. For PC-based arcade games, depends on which ones, but. There we go. Man, I really need to get my crap together for the stage 5. I'm not gonna have those hostages. I didn't save all the hostages, so no bonus room for stage 6. So that's where the game gets pretty interesting. You kind of don't want to make too many mistakes, or it's like this is like a very snowbally game in my opinion. Just like you make a lot of mistakes and it accumulate very badly. Excuse me. There you go. That's tower. Yeah, the raw mouse. So many issues with the raw mouse pointer thing. You know, yeah, it can be done, but it's there's kind of a lot of back and forth you have to go with it. It's just like, yeah. Ideally, I'd have the arcade version.
Everything's set.
I
All we
do
need-
not have a House of the Dead cabinet in my possession at this time. But
What happened to
that is one of my life goals for sure, is to get, among a few other light gun games, House of the Dead 1 original, the deluxe cabinet. Not the projection screen, it's like a pedestal type cabinet. But it's not the smallest standard cabinet with the mirror. I like the deluxe pedestal cabinet was always the one that I liked. Apparently Sega liked that design too, because they used it for House of the Dead 3 and 4. Scarlet Dawn doesn't have it, and 2 doesn't have it though. That's weird.
Help me!
I always like how he says help me. He's like, don't help him, help me, help me. Like, I mean, everyone's heard all there is to say about the voice acting, so I don't think there's any commentary I can say that's new that hasn't been said already. It's just, it's so bad, you just gotta laugh at it. This part on the arcade, it would like freeze for like a second. Just kind of weird, and then it would fix itself, but it always would happen in the same spot. Even if the board was like in hot working order, it would do that. I have had this game freeze on me in the arcade. It was a Super Deluxe. It's I don't have the video like actually on YouTube. It's kind of unlisted or privated, but maybe one day I'll upload it.
I don't care if you people
Oh,
try
yeah,
to
Goldman
get in my
speech.
way or not. In time, you'll find out who's right.
Yeah, sucks too. I like the pedestal cabinet design. It's my favorite.
This is a present from me to you. Look at your
I
left.
did consider like using, because I do own the arcade hardware for this game.
Well, friend.
2 arcade motherboards,
Meeting you people again.
a gun board, power supply, a lot of stuff. It's a mess. It looks like they just gutted a working House of the Dead 2 cabinet and put it in a box. It doesn't have the light guns. Oh yeah, and it had the sensor array too, I forgot. I have almost everything that it takes to make a House of the Dead 2 like arcade setup. And I got the parts pretty cheap compared to some others, but I'll have to get that set up. One of these days, I've been just so busy with work, so whenever I stream, you know, I try to make it a little bit extra special whenever I can. It's always fun. That jumping attack is the worst. This is the fight where I just throw caution in the wind and I ignore accuracy and I just shoot as fast as possible and hope I kill him before he kills me.
Are you alright?
I'm alright.
And I wish there was a way to get the arcade accurate frame drops. Yeah. But my trail of thought. Yeah, I played a Super Deluxe cabinet, sit down, in Maine. I think it was Saco, Maine, at a Pier arcade. They had this game. It was in the sit-down Super Deluxe, which is already like a really rare cabinet, and it froze on me in stage 2. The part in stage 2 where the old man's being attacked by the David, and there's the fat zombie attacking you, and complaining about the iframes on the extra life, that part, it froze there. The volume was also deafeningly loud. When I shot a projectile, like a window or something, it was like nails on a chalkboard. It was horrible. But it was largely playable, and then it froze there, and I was like, oh man. And then I had someone reset the cabinet, and it was working fine again, but I never finished the game. I'll keep a life here. This must be the car. So that's like, that was the first time in years that I had played House of the Dead 2 Super Deluxe. The first time was Haunted Trails outside of Chicago, not the Joliet location, the Burbank, Illinois location. And they had a Super Deluxe House of the Dead 2, and I distinctly remember seeing like a bunch of girls playing the game, and they were like screaming as the worm zombies were attacking them. And that was my first experience actually seeing House of the Dead 2, but I still back then didn't play it as much as the first. And I still believe the first game is, in my opinion at least, better than the second. I don't think it doesn't use a disc. I think it uses an actual motherboard, unless maybe they made a version with a disc? I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure it's a specialized board with chips on it. There's no disc in it. It's not like Evil Knight Konami N2, which has a disc. I tempted to like run upstairs and grab my arcade board and show it to you, but like I don't really want to break it because it's kind of kind of sensitive. Got to keep it in a safe spot. But yeah, it's just this. Hang on, I gotta focus here. I hate this part. That's gonna be a problem. That is definitely gonna be a problem if I play this on a 1cc marathon. Which I'm tempted to actually submit this to another one coming up. My gun prior cannot chew fast enough to actually deal with those guys, unfortunately. There were, yeah, I think Maze of the Kings and Confidential Mission used the GD-ROM variant of the board, which came later. Also, the Dead 2 was the first game. Oh, Ooh, I shot him before he jumped there. That's good. You can do that. It's like really hard, but it can be done. Like a really difficult thing. Yeah. I'm not sure about Death Crimson OX, and I gotta play that game. I know you've been doing some great videos on that. I gotta play that game. It looks so wild. The scoring system seems insane. But yeah, House of the Dead 2, this was the first Sega Naomi game. So it had a specialized board. It didn't use cartridges. And for those that don't know, Sega Naomi is the arcade board for this game, and it's based on the Sega Dreamcast. It's like a more powerful version of the Dreamcast. That was unfortunate. Alright, 2 lives and a magician, and I only get 1 life in Goldman's building. This run is not looking very good, but I will try my best.
Can't be. You're.
I've been waiting for this time to come.
Having to learn about arcade hardware intimidates me greatly. Yeah, it's complicated. I'm still learning it myself.
Either way, your fate is in.
I need to learn soldering and like learning wiring diagrams, but in doing so, I want to do that because I want to fix my Evil Knight arcade cabinet so I can play that game again. We'll see. But yeah, I think it is intimidating, and also like just there's a lot that can go wrong, and you have to like just take good care of these boards and the hardware. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, these like it's fun to play on emulators, but there's something magical about playing like on actual arcade hardware. Like just looking at the circuit boards and the chips that are like specialized, like custom Sega chips and all that stuff. And just like thinking to yourself like, wow, my childhood was encased in these circuit chips. Like this metal box actually had all these memories. Maybe I'm thinking too deeply about it, but yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely worth looking into. Behind me is a filing cabinet. I need to drill the lock out of it because I have an arcade board stuck in there for God knows how long. It's
You're nothing.
adventure.
At last, you've come.
And then Evil Knight, I moved out of the cabinet I have upstairs in my room just until I fix the monitor, which I'm gonna have to get a discharging tool. That's another thing, CRT monitors. Like, those are scary. Like, you need to watch out for the electricity in those. That's pretty wild. I do not like this part. It's like the worst part. Mr. Eric, I'm looking at you. Jeez, so many close calls.
What is this place?
I'm just like watching the replay on my other monitor because my restream captures was like a few steps behind my actual live capture, so I'm just seeing myself like react to that again. Decent patterns there. Not for the hallway of death, I guess. There we go. just make him dance. I just felt like doing that. He takes a lot of shots if you want to kill him that way. It's worth less points, but it's funnier.
Waiting for you.
Alright, time for the moment.
Goldman,
Moment everyone's been waiting for.
you know what you're doing?
I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. Can't you see? Man committed a sin, disturbing the life cycle of nature. The original sin that man is responsible to. To protect the life cycle, I have made a creature to rule over mankind. This is the final battle. Show yourself, our new ruler, the Emperor.
The Emperor. Oh god, this game. I think honestly that's the leg shot thing. I think it's a legit strategy in House of the Dead 3. The scoring system in that game is so broken. Just feels like in House of the Dead 3 for scoring, you gotta do the opposite of everything that you're expected to do. In these games, like, shoot for the legs instead of headshots because you actually get more points overall. Get extra chip damage on bosses, kind of requiring you to take damage on purpose. Alright, we'll see how this fight goes. But I'm not looking forward to it. But here we are. These giant pinballs he's throwing at us. Alright, so now that was phase 1. Phase 2, he's doing the clones of the bosses. So it's kind of like a final exam boss. You gotta shoot the weak point of the boss. Wow. That is the worst phase, the chainsaw boss. Always, like, the terrifying phase. And this is all, I believe, completely random. I don't think this is based on rank. Like, the order in which he does this, I think it is completely random. So sometimes you can get all strengths. And then final phase, you gotta shoot the red ball. And 1 CC. There we go. Yeah, rapid firing for House of the Dead 3 is a must. JD would probably be the expert on the scoring in that game. Because it's kind of wild just how... Shoot quickly, shoot enemies in the head, shoot enemies in the leg. I don't know, it's weird.
That successor will come. Farewell, friends.
Farewell, friends. And there he goes.
It's finally over. Goldman, I don't care if a successor comes or not. I'll go on fighting. As long as we have the will to live.
As long as we have the will to live.
Goodbye, Goldman.
I always thought there was like a face in the clouds. Just how the texture worked. Yeah, that's true. And Time Crisis 5, the darn Keith fight, we got a rapid fire for like high combo points. Akira Okata. Akira Wantanama, 2 Akiras. That reminds me, I need to watch Akira again. It's been a while since I've seen that film. Tetsuya Kawauchi. So he worked on this game, he worked on the original. And just the first 2 games, but he composed like some of the music, like the composed all the music of the original, but like the stage clear theme, the game over theme, like I believe that stuff in the sequels. He wasn't involved with the sequels after House of the Dead 2, but I'd not be surprised if they had to license it from him because he composed the music.
James.
And a good ending.
Rogan!
Nice.
G and Harry are all right. Let's leave the rest to them. On we go. To our next battle.
Just recycles the same hand animation as Goldman.
As long as we have the will to live.
The will to live. What a nice little game. 106k. Let's go. Over 100k, and still not enough to get on the scoreboard. At least for what is the lowest score? So probably if I got some of the different paths with saving some of the hostages or not saving them, it would have been higher. Still a good score though. Because of the scoring in this game, definitely kind of feels a bit easier to get over 100,000 compared to the original, where original you really have to work for it. I'll do another credit. I think tonight I'm just gonna do probably 2 games. We'll see about how I feel after the third. Maybe I'll play something different. We shall see. I don't really plan these streams that well. I just kind of do them. But let's play again. I'm gonna let it, like, I'm gonna try to take the higher scoring routes this time. See if that makes a difference with the scoring.
We're meeting.
See if we can get over 106k this time. You're next. Get him.
Please be safe, G. How could anyone do this?
Pretty cool set piece, this library.
James.
There's definitely a bigger variety of set pieces in the second game over the first. And that's one of the distinguishing things about it.
Harry and Amy are coming to back us up. Hurry! Go!
More Alan Wake? I probably should stream more of Alan Wake, yeah. I've been pretty busy. I will continue to be busy. It's kind of funny, I mean, like, our schedules... my friend has a Halloween party, but we're gonna do it in November. Because our schedules were just so busy for this month. So we're gonna do it in November. So I don't know if I'll be able to stream Alan Wake in time. I want to finish Alan Wake. I think it's a great game. I really want to play Alan Wake 2. Also, I'm a pack rat when it comes to, like, archiving, like, VODs and stuff. Especially my own content. So I do have a bunch of the VODs. All the VODs, I think, saved. I don't know. I'm probably not going to upload them on my YouTube channel, though. Actually, wait, no, I have them highlighted on my Twitch stream, but I have backups. Personal backups. Maybe I should make a different YouTube channel for non-licensed stuff. I'm not sure. But either way, at some point I will get back to Alan Wake. It's pretty solid game so far. I forget where I am. I probably should go back to it. Okay. Hit the highest scoring route for this stage. Save this hostage. And then the start of the second stage, let the guy in the car crash, and then you take that route. See how that goes.
Thank you. Please take this.
I will gladly take that. Thank you. In other news, I guess in terms of light gun stuff, so apparently Crisis Zone is going to be playable in MAME soon. They're still working on it. The arcade version of Namco's Crisis Zone, which I think is a fantastic light gun game. It's one of my favorites. I've streamed the PS2 version before, but I just prefer the arcade version, and they're trying to work on it in MAME. Just the same as, like, Time Crisis 2, the same hardware. I think they're making improvements to the emulation. But either way, I'm looking forward to that. We've got Gold Storm Pirates from Namco, the sequel to Dead Storm Pirates, that's being location tested. Actually in Chicago. There's a Dave & Buster's in Schaumburg, Illinois that apparently has it. I haven't been there. I was out in the area for the Pinball Expo last weekend, but I couldn't go, I was so busy. but I look forward to playing that game, and hopefully it's good. And then Monster Eye 3 is apparently coming to America, but it's under a different name. Kaiju Battle or Kaiju Wars.
What the hell's going
Which sounds more like a Godzilla type thing,
Very similar to the 1990s.
the title, but it looks fun.
James, go and prevent the confusion in the city.
Okay.
Let's meet at Sunset Bridge. We're counting on you, James.
No more fooling
No
around.
more fooling around. Notice the floor in the background was kind of
Dogs
vanished.
Of the AMS. Time they made a move.
Alright, Goldman. Alright, so I gotta remember, let this guy die. Last time I played, I let him crash. I did not let him crash. I'm gonna let him crash here. Sometimes you can shoot the key, the coin on the right from the other path. That's really hard to do. Okay, save her, I guess.
There are more inside.
Now you take this path. This path is pretty cool.
What's gonna happen to the city?
This stage theme is so good. I think the music in this game is okay, but the stage 2 theme, the ending theme, and the magician theme I think are standout themes to me for this game. I had to get like the theme for this, for the music before the stream. I had the magician theme before, but I wanted to get this in. 'Cause it goes hard. Especially the keyboard, the organ solo. I really like the sound of like organs, like church organs or whatever. Fits the theme well, and it's great. They did a great job with the soundtrack overall. Yeah, these civilians are hard to rescue. But we saved them. So you gotta go right and then left. It's easier said than done, but... Oh, I didn't save her, never mind. I wanted to save her, I didn't aim right, so... Oh, we'll go this way. The clock tower path is pretty high scoring. I may have lost some points there because I didn't save her, but that's fine. Okay.
Thank you. Go straight ahead and you'll get to the wall.
So, yeah, this level ends in like 2 different areas depending on your paths. So you can end at Sunset Bridge or the Wharf based on the branching paths you take. As this is for the most part, this is a non-linear game, so your decisions affect a lot of the paths you take. And this does kind of affect the boss battle. Like, some of the phases for the Stage 2 boss will be different slightly based on the path you take. Shoot the... Bummer. Hopefully I get a life up at the end of this stage. Those chainsaw guys are pretty nasty.
Amy! Harry!
Amy, I noticed it's exclamation mark and then comma afterwards. Yeah. Subtitles.
What's going on?
What's going on, W-A-T? There's some funny stuff in the subtitles for this game, I just realized it. Evil Knight's subtitles are funny, but this one has some gems here and there. Scarlet Dawn has like no subtitles in English for most of the lines because they forgot to put them in. So unfortunately, you don't get to see any subtitle funnies there. Oh, fish. I just... Okay. So keep them alive, shoot the fish, because this is a little bit more scoring. It is risky, but it's worth it in terms of points. I'll do this like a few times and then we'll stop. Alright, a few more hits. Missed some shots, so the fight's gonna go on like a extra phase longer. Here we go. Alright. He is fish food.
Don't care who it is, no one's gonna get away.
No one's gonna get away with this. Sit up a bit. Okay, I'll get the life up there and then try to get the life up next stage.
Been a while, hasn't it? My friends from the AMS. It's me, Goldman.
It's me, Goldman. Darkness.
Well, the 1998 carrying case. Guess who's behind it? It was Goldman. He's the head one of the most eminent...
The head one. I still can't get over that.
On
The
that
genome theory.
have to stop him.
The gnome theory.
James, back me up. Okay. Are you all right, James? Yeah.
I'm hanging on. Probably gonna save him here.
Thank you.
Not used to this path, so yeah, this level and then stages 3 and 4 actually have 2 different starting points based on the paths you took in the previous chapter, which is kind of interesting. So this is probably the most, in the old series, this is probably the most complicated as it can get in terms of branching paths. But sadly, as the game continues, the branching paths really start whittling down, and by stages 5 and 6, there's none at all.
Might be a trap. But let's go.
But it is pretty impressive, like, the amount of paths. The series, like, as it continued, it also just started lowering the amount of branching paths, too, which is kind of disappointing. Like, House of the Dead 3 has far less branching paths. 4 kind of went back to the formula and I think did a good job with it. Scarlet Dawn, I liked the game, but I was a bit disappointed how there's... A lot of the game is very linear. There's only 2 forks in the road for 2 stages and that's it. The rest of the game is pretty linear, ignoring the stage select, which I don't consider... I don't count as like a branching path. More like you're in a level and then you have a fork in the road, you can choose where to go.
Don't kill me!
There we go.
My friend went inside. They're not back yet. I told them not to go.
Told him not to go.
What is
I
it?
still like have memories of just seeing this game, the big screen version, the deluxe cabinet, at GameWorks in Schaumburg, Illinois, and then the Dave & Buster's in Addison, Illinois, which got demolished recently, or it's going to get demolished. It's closed, and now they have a new Dave & Buster's locally that's in Schaumburg that happens to be where GameWorks used to be, which is kind of weird. I miss GameWorks and I miss the old Dave & Buster's. Those were the days. So about 2 shots per phase here. That was my fault.
James.
James, come quickly! Something terrible
Amy!
What happened, Amy?
She is gone. I always like the freeze frame where it like freezes on the last part of the cutscene, then goes to red. I think House of the Dead 3 was the last to do that. It's kind of a nice little cinematic touch. The games are very cinematic in nature, particularly the first couple of games, especially the original, which was inspired by a bunch of films, including Seven, the thriller by David Fincher. And it gives the game a very unique vibe. I kind of wish the series would go back to its roots. So I'm going to take this route, let this guy die,
I'm not gonna let you get away.
and we're gonna hurry down here. And oops, but too late. Save that guy. I didn't take damage there. That was weird. The boomerang was like on the screen and it spawned out like it hit me, but I didn't take damage. That was weird.
Help me! Help me!
Oh man,
Thank you for rescuing
it's
me.
so hard to rescue. But we saved him. If you don't save him, you take a different route. I think this route is a little bit better in terms of points if you actually do save him. There we go.
Is this the Coliseum?
Is it Coliseum? I'm not sure, James. Let's find out. Okay. A decent stage 4. Really short level. Kind of ends very quickly.
People of the AMS, I am Goldman. I don't care if you people try to get in my way or not. In time you'll find out who's right. This is a present from me to you. Look at your left.
And that effect achieved for like Goldman on the giant screen, it's literally just a giant model of Goldman.
I look forward to meeting people again.
They put behind his screen. So that's how they achieved that effect. You can kind of boundary break it if you play on, I think, Wii. And do the hacks. Use the Wii emulator, use the hacks where you can like move the camera wherever you want. Hopefully Nintendo isn't watching this. Okay. The axe attack seems like it's pretty guaranteed for him to do that, even if you whittle him down enough for health for that phase. Just kind of throw it.
Amy, Harry, are you alright?
I'm alright. But Harry's...
No! James! The car's parked in the city square. The top floor. Billy at point A. 00. There. Oh, James! Thanks, Harry. Goldman, I'm not gonna let you get away with this.
Changing the stream category. Da-da-da.
Our Emperor shall awaken soon. Hurry, friends.
Hurry, friends. The dawn.
Point A0063 is just ahead.
Too quiet.
It's too quiet.
I like how annoyed he sounds. Okay, let's see how the stage goes. Life up. So that's the only life up in this stage. That's pretty much it.
This must be the
And
car.
then Stage 6 has 1 life by default. That was really bad. I shouldn't have taken that hit.
Let's hurry.
It's kind of bad because I got that car scene coming up, and I'm not good at actually stopping it with this gun, so it's kind of not a good hit, but we'll see what I can do. It's too quiet. Proceeds to shoot randomly, so it's no longer. James's backwards logic. I don't know what makes that card scene so difficult is that they spawn an enemy and you can't shoot his head because his head is off screen. So you wind up just kind of have to shoot the chest repeatedly. That's gonna suck. Yeah, this is real. I'm just gonna skip the cutscene. We're gonna get to it. Okay. Only took 1 hit. Okay. Still sucks to take damage, but yeah, you win some and you lose some, I guess. Okay. If I got this strat down where you can like shoot him before he jumps, I would have actually make this fight a little bit faster, because then I don't have to deal with his aerial attacks, which aren't impossible to stop, but just a little bit annoying. Oh, come on, he's like, he's got a pixel of health. Okay, there we go. There we go.
Too bad.
Playhouse of the Dead 4, you'll see the hole where Hierophant fell in is actually still there. It's a really nice little detail that you would not expect in like an arcade series where like these games are not super well known for the storylines, but it's clever attention to detail that I hope to see kind of more callbacks like that in future games if we get more sequels after Scarlet Dawn in terms of mainline arcade games. Okay, let's try to do this fight a little bit better. So this is a safe route that I do. I'm gonna try to show it off. Work kind of from left to right. Headshot the first muscle enemy, shoot the 2 parasite guys in the chest, and then focus on the muscle guy on the right. Because for the most part in this game, only 1 enemy can attack at once. So if you shoot the parasite guys in their chests, they kind of squirm around, then the other enemies have to wait for them to finish their parasite animation when it bursts out of their chests. So that's kind of a strategy that you can do. A little bit less scoring because you're shooting enemies in the chest, so a bit less points. Probably better ways of doing it, but haven't practiced it too much. Alright, Magician, let's go. That's not a good start. My gun for IR fucked up. My gun for IR had a seizure, stroke, whatever. That's like an annoyance of the gun for IR. Just sometimes it randomly like does that. It could be a setting, but just intermittently it'll like misfire like that. It's a bit dependent on your, which could be based on how close I am, like your proximity to the screen size. That is what it is. Oh yeah, he's on max velocity in terms of speed now. The weird rank system for this boss. Where like if you're playing well, he moves faster, and like you can tell by the color of his after images. So if he's zipping around at you and the after images are colored white, he's actually at max speed. If you take damage, he'll notably move a bit slower as a result. So this game kind of has a shifting difficulty.
At last, you've come. Friends.
It manifests with the magician fight. I'm not sure where else. I'm not sure what the programming is either. It'd be interesting if the source code for this game was available, which will never be. Never be available, but just like to figure out how the difficulty scaling works in this game.
It's like they're inviting
Like the little subtle changes that the game makes, so that like if you're playing well, it adapts to your skills and presents you with a bigger challenge. Although if you're playing this on PC, you can just mitigate a lot of that by just spamming with the mouse. That's one of the reasons why I don't like this game on PC, because it just feels like you could spam it a lot with the mouse, whereas with a gun, there's a bit less spamming that you can do.
turning back now.
Yeah, it would suck. Apparently, it isn't lost, according to the folks who are apparently remaking this game. So, we shall see. Oh yeah, I probably should comment about that. So allegedly, there are 2 models of this game that got leaked on ArtStation. I'm not really sure if this is actually true or not. Like, someone was pinging me this, like, crazy. Like, there's these models from House of the Dead 2 remake that got leaked on ArtStation. Like, the person who worked on them posted them there inadvertently. I'm not sure if it's true or not. It was like a model of Keith, the lizard enemy from the 4th stage. Wow, 2 at once. That was nasty. I can't talk. And then Eric, the laser arm creature. So I'm not sure if these are legit models, but they just showed up. I don't really care too much because it's... I didn't want to talk about it, but whatever. I didn't care about it because it's the House of the Dead 2 remake. I despise the first House of the Dead remake, but, you know, that's what I was told. Is like, oh, allegedly these models were leaked, so I don't know. I have no idea, but just sort of came up, which I thought was kind of interesting. The models did look cool. If they are legit models, they look nice. But I don't know.
I've been waiting for you.
I don't really want stuff leaked for the game, though. It
Do you
shouldn't
know
be
what
leaked.
you're doing?
I'm fully aware of what I'm doing.
There's probably one way that would actually piss off Sega. That actually was true, because you want to keep that stuff under wraps.
The life cycle of nature.
The life
The
cycle.
original sin that man is responsible to.
Speaking of remake, I think like Week of the Dead is actually streaming remake right now.
Made a creature to rule
I haven't been able to follow that along.
This is the final battle.
This is the final battle.
Show yourself.
I'm just quickly checking on my phone. Probably not the best decision because I have to fight the final boss, but I want to quickly check the Glitch 64 plan. Oh cool, he's playing Overkill. Doing a speed run. I still have yet to play Overkill. I probably should play it sometime. It's like the one House of the Dead game I've never played outside of the iOS port, which is really not that great. I had it on my old iPod or iPhone. I took some pictures, the screenshots of it, and I actually was the sucker who bought the extra level to get more damage, but. It's called House of the Dead Overkill the Lost Reels on iOS. But the actual Wii version or PlayStation 3 version, I've yet to play, and it would be interesting to try it out sometime. It's gonna be a quick Emperor fight. There we go. Another 1cc. Curious what the score is now. That's good. Boom. Like how most of the games just end with a giant explosion on the final boss.
Friends,
Nice way to
it is
cap
not
off your
over
victory.
yet.
Is that all you have to say?
In time, a successor will come. Farewell, friends.
falls to... There actually is an unused sound effect of Goldman screaming as he falls to his death.
Finally
It's just...
over.
It's hilarious.
Goldman, I don't care if a successor comes or not.
That...
I'll go on
Another
fighting.
solid 1cc. Hey, JD, what's
As
up?
long as we have the will to live.
I was just talking about you earlier about House of the Dead 3 and the scoring system. Shooting enemies in the legs. You're just talking about the scoring system. I insist upon the exploding final boss tradition, yeah. You got typing in the Dead Overkill to play with the gun for IR. I'll have to grab it on Steam. I'd be surprised if they got like a Halloween sale for it. I heard that typing in Dead Overkill, I heard, had a rough production. Like, it was developed under the threat of cancellation. The company that made it went out of business. And then the people who were making it had to, like, form a new company, and then they had really bad living conditions, and they were just crunching on the game, and Sega stepped in and gave them, like, you know, a place to sleep, a place in their offices. And the game wound up doing good. It spread with good word of mouth and a Halloween sale. People were skeptical, and then it did well despite the development. It's pretty interesting. James!
Rogan!
Rogan!
G and Harry are all right. Let's leave the rest to them. On we go. To our next battle.
Got that funny arm.
As long as we have the will to live.
Kind of obscure little trivia. I think there was an article on it somewhere. Probably have it cited as a source on the wiki. What was that score? Oh, 100k. It could have been a bit better, but... I think I missed a branching path. That's probably why. Also, a few headshots I could have missed. That's another solid run. Well, what to do now? Got some good runs on House of the Dead 2. 2 runs, about 30 minutes each. Looking at over an hour. What to do? You know what? Screw it. Let's play Vampire Knight. Let's do a run on Vampire Knight for the night. Probably gonna regret it, but let's. Then again, I said my stream would be House of the Dead 2. So yeah, like I don't really decide like what to do with my streams. It just kind of happens. No, I'm gonna stick to what I said. Say that for another day. I'll just do one more run of this. I think that'll be good for the day. Said I would focus on House of the Dead 2, and we shall finish with House of the Dead 2. So we'll do one more run. Maybe another time I'll do like Vampire Knight again or Carnival. Originally I wanted, thanks for the GGs. Originally I wanted to play like a variety of horror games, but it was a little bit too ambitious for me. I didn't really plan it out, so maybe next time I'll do a few more. But I'll just finish off with one final run of this. I think I'll be good. Not to mention the stream is already going pretty long, so I'll try to keep the streams like under 2 hours. So one more run, I think that should be good.
Please be safe, G.
Yeah, I'll make note of that, JD. I have it on my. I have a video once you see it on YouTube, but I gotta stream it though. So maybe next time I'll play House of the Dead 3. Considering that the Chihiro emulation's not the greatest, it's really the closest that you can get to playing the arcade version at home on PC. Basically takes the PC version of House of the Dead 2 and it changes the max number of lives you can have. It changes some of the sound effects, the UI. Has like a proper attract mode for the arcade and coin mode. Not sure how they made the mod, but whoever did it, they really outdid themselves. It's pretty great.
My God.
Don't come! Go away! Please, help him! Don't kill me! No! Help me!
I'm gonna go for the high scoring route again. Play it, live dangerously, so letting people die on purpose. Such a weird strategy, but so it's like the antithesis of what you do on House of the Dead 1. Like the first game you want to save everyone, but this game actually there's actually more advantageous paths if you just let people die. I think what I missed was the clock tower route. The girl trapped behind the gate. So this time I'll try to do better in that scene and try to get that route. That's a pretty solid route. Oh yeah, this game is also weird too. So if you defeat an enemy with a headshot, you actually can continue shooting the head afterwards like that, and you still get points. And the headshot value in this game is actually incremental. So each headshot you make is worth more than the previous one. So with this whole quirk of where you can shoot enemies in the heads repeatedly after they're dead, basically you inflate the headshot value to ridiculous amounts if you're playing at a high level. And that's how some Japanese players have played this and have scored over like 500,000 or something crazy like that. So there's strategy like that. But then it kind of dwarfs the rest of the scoring. There's an accuracy bonus that's introduced in this game. It's kind of lower scoring, but it's kind of interesting. It actually acknowledges your accuracy. But you don't really go for it. You inflate the headshot scoring, then one headshot's worth more than like a gold coin or a gold frog, so it gets pretty ridiculous. So the scoring system being kind of on the buggy and jank side, I think is one of the things that holds this game back for me. There's also a glitch where you can actually let an enemy, one of the swamp creatures, the Ebitans, you can actually encounter one that doesn't die properly under certain conditions, and you can just repeatedly headshot him and get crazy headshot points. Which is pretty funny. That was a quick kill on Zeal. Wow. Just 3 shots and he's dead.
James!
Amy! Harry!
Hey, Harry!
Thank God you're alive.
What the hell's going on in this city?
Don't know, but it's very similar to the 1998 Tyrion case.
Gosh, I am not looking forward to the remake of this game. I'm just gonna not pay attention to social media if it comes out.
We're counting
Because
on
it's just not worth my breath. Not worth my time. I do hope it's good, but after the first remake, I don't really have a super high amount of hope for the second.
Dogs of the AMS.
So,
Time they made
your mileage may vary. I'm not excited for it. I'll just stick with the original. I thought the game froze there for a second. Holy! Okay.
Need to hurry. What?
So let's see here. Let this guy die. I got the coin there, and that is rare. You actually can shoot that coin.
If only I
Which is normally intended if you take a different route. You save the guy.
There are more inside.
Just I had a glitch one time where like I got hits like at the from one of those. I got hit by one of those claw guys, and he was like a far distance from me. It was like this weird glitch I'd never seen before. I may have tweeted about it once. It was with those claw guys that you fight.
What's gonna happen to the city?
What happened to the city?
We're flying right over the Sunset Bridge. Something or someone
Take it. The city.
need to hurry.
Hey Christian, what's up, man? Hope work's going good. Hope you're having a good Halloween. I am looking forward to that Halloween party. I probably will not go in a costume.
For the boys.
Imagine like just going to a Halloween party after in November and like people are like, why are you dressed up? It's gonna be a great time. I look forward to it, man. Hope you're well. Thanks for stopping by. Ooh, it saved them both. Okay, now, can I not screw up this scene? 'Cause I screwed it up last time.
Help! Help! Help!
Okay, I didn't, so we take this path now. Last run, I failed to save her.
Can we get to Sunset Bridge this way?
Yes, go straight and you'll get to Sunset Bridge.
Okay. And then there's one more branching path here. Whoa. These are so terrible. Okay, so one more branching path here. You go in this dark area. I do like the flashlight that's introduced in this game. That was new. This was also the first in the series to use the IR sensors instead of CRT flashing for the guns. But, okay. I prefer not to shoot the cupboard. You can shoot that cupboard there and take a different path. Or cabinet, whatever. But I ignore it. I go this path. Pretty interesting path. Enter at your own risk, that side. You can go back there. I've tried. There's a necklace back there. Then you take this path. Another necklace. And then there's a woman you can save. For a life up. There we go. It does. It definitely does feel like a flex, because all it is just a bunch of infrared sensors around the screen, and that gauges where you're aiming. So you're like, let's just have this cool flashlight mechanic. And Evil Knight, which came out like the same Japanese amusement trade show, the same year as this game, in terms of debut, like, Konami was probably crapping in their pants when they saw that flashlight thing. Oh man, we can't even do that. We're still on CRTs, man. We gotta do something. And then finally they came to the census with Silent Hill the Arcade, I think. And maybe Lethal Enforcers 3. I think those games actually have IR sensors. 30-minute mix of some of your favorite songs. Nice, man. I'll go listen to it sometime. Maybe we could do voice chat, dude, after this stream when I'm finished. Let's see. I just would have to do it in my room upstairs. Also, I've got a new mic too, which should be fun. This music is so good. Ah, man. How could anyone do this?
James.
Okay.
Amy, Harry, the chaos of the city's
I'm
increasing.
like sweating bullets here. That means I'm playing really hard. I think that's like the indication that's probably as good to be my last run for tonight. But hope you guys have been enjoying so far. And it's been a fun night. And again, this is all in support of the Week of the Dead. They are doing a charity right now as we speak. And they're doing it in support of the Breast Cancer Association of Australia. They have donations, incentives for donations, like different things that I think are still available. Some things I think have been sold, but there should be some stuff still available, including different signatures from a few Like Gun voice actors. Chris Okawa from the House of the Dead remake plays Rogan in Magician. Daniel Duncan, who recently we discovered was the voice actor of the House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn attraction at Sega Joyopolis in Japan. And Eric Kelso, who plays a few different characters. He's in Shenmue. I think he's in Virtual Fighter. And he is also Tekken, one of the two. And he is also Mark Goddard, the Player 2 character in Time Crisis 5, so they've signed some stuff, which is awesome. Looks like the campaign's already hit its goal, which is awesome, so any support or any consideration is just appreciated in general. And I'm glad that this event's been going on. Just kind of a small little chill event, really. Be nice if it gains a bit more momentum in the future, but glad that people are enjoying it, and glad that people are supporting a great cause in the name of Light Gun games. Oh, hey, family team. Yeah, it's a little bit late. Hey, thanks for good luck. I think it does. Virtual Cops. Yeah, there's a video about like Virtual Cop, like how they did like the screen tracking. I think for the high scored screen. That's a good thing you bring up. Because there is a crosshair that does appear on the arcade version for the high score screen on that. I still have my original Xbox upstairs. I have been tempted to like mod it and try to get Virtual Cop 3 playable, but I don't think it would work that well because you wouldn't be able to have the gun. You'd just use like a Xbox controller. Which I don't think would be that fun. I forgot there's a golden frog on the left that I missed last time. I don't know.
Yes, this is Amy. Yes. Yes.
Man, Virtual Cop 3 is so good.
Left a message for him.
What?
Play that game again.
Goldman?
Well, he says that he'll be waiting.
One of the best Lycan games. People don't talk about it, but I think the game is very well done.
It might be a trap, but let's go on.
I'm gonna keep that extra life there, actually, and not collect it in case these fights go bad, just so I have a resource for a backup. We'll take a life then.
James, over there. Ah! Don't come.
You get bonus points if you're at max health, and you pick up another life. So the game does award you. But unfortunately in this game, because of how the headshot system, the scoring works, it's kind of janky. Just those kind of points are kind of insignificant in the grand scheme of things. If you just are going for the headshots, just headshotting enemies like crazy, it just, again, that scoring just dwarfs the rest of the game. That's one of my biggest issues with it. And then you toss in that Ebitan bug, and then it just, you get like 500,000 points or something. I kind of don't want to learn that strategy because I feel like it would ruin the game for me. Like, it kind of breaks the game. Not gonna lie. It's a wild strategy. The best players have used it, but I'm kind of nervous about learning it. Same with the serial glitch in House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn. Get a life. Yeah, I got a life, man. Unfortunately, I'm at max lives, so I can't get any more lives. It's bringing dead means back to life. That's something about the typing of the dead. That video is so funny, man. I love it. I like how I won't spoil it if you haven't seen the video. It's what is it, terminal montage? It's so funny. I like how they use like text-to-speech programs for the dialogue. It doesn't sound far off from like the actual game. Like,
I'll get
it's paltry 200 points. But, yeah. Just like, not many light gun games I feel like have the best scoring systems in my opinion. There's a few that I think are the best. In terms of House of the Dead games, I still think the original game has the best scoring system because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of like holes or programming flaws. It seems pretty clear cut to me. But then when you go into this game, for this game in House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn, you've got the glitch. You just get huge amount of points. House of the Dead 3, you have to play the game in a strange way. I've mentioned it before. Then House of the Dead 4, you gotta play the game like super slowly and hope for good RNG.
Amy, what happened?
Vampire Knight, I think, feels very competent with the scoring system, which is unsurprising. I feel like also during this screen you can actually fire your bullets for some reason. It's unsurprising because Vampire Knight's a Namco game, and I feel like Namco games for the most part have pretty good scoring systems. I think Time Crisis 5 is like the only one where I think the scoring system doesn't work. But most of the others I think are very good. But I kind of wish they went with more of a... Well, Vampire Knight came after House of the Dead 2, so like this game has a... This is the first game that has like an accuracy percentage, and it's worth points, but not really a lot. But Vampire Knight like actually makes it more like... It actually is more relevant to be accurate. And it's also correlated with extra lives too. You gotta have a high enough accuracy percentage and save enough people to get an extra life. So it's actually just a huge part of the game, and it awards you very well if you can get high enough accuracy percentages. I'm gonna let this guy go away, or get killed, whatever. Take the lure around here and see how this goes. So I wasn't back here before. I took the opposite route. I like the mask flying across the screen, the head flying and spinning as you destroy it. Oh yeah, shoot my weak points. What did you gotta do at House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn, shoot my weak points? Or maybe they already did and I forgot. Let's shoot by weak points is good.
Help me! Help me!
There you go.
Thank you for
If you don't save him, I think you go to the left and you fight 3 claw guys and then 2 boomerang guys and that's it. A little bit more going on in this route though, so I think this is the higher scoring of the paths.
Is this the Colosseum?
I don't know, James. I think so. Yeah, those are great videos.
People of
There's some good videos of House of the Dead.
Goldman. I don't care if you people
There was
try to
a
get in my way or
Screw
not.
Attack had a series,
Right.
Vidigen. I'm probably mispronouncing it, but they had a series in which it was like a fake news channel, and they would report about like all these crazy video game related news stories. And one of them,
Friends.
it's kind of a
People again.
it's kind of a nasty joke because of the implications, but they did a House of the Dead 2 episode in which G has HIV, and then like they're making all these jokes about Goldman's voice and supporting G during this time or whatever. All the don't come jokes, like they go there, which is unsurprising. And this game is like a meme with the voice acting, so it happened. Yeah, it's on Internet Archive. And it was a funny video, but like I didn't even know it existed. It was like an obscure one. I think Moist Critical did like a House of the Dead 2 video before he became popular on YouTube. I was surprised. I was going through his YouTube channel and like his old videos, he was just playing like House of the Dead 2 and making commentary. I think he referenced House of the Dead 2 at a review or something. He's just like, yeah, the dialogue in this game dialogue in this film or whatever game he was reviewing, it sounds like House of the Dead. Just mimic Goldman. So yeah, it's nice when I see like a big YouTuber or someone like reference the series. It's fun. I like how like James has like this Jedi mind trick and like just the keys just fly towards him.
Goldman, I'm not gonna let
Okay.
you get away with this.
Well, let's see how these last 2 stages go. Waves. I think he's swimming or something, or flapping his arms like a
Our
bird.
embers shall awaken soon. Hurry, friends.
Hurry, friends. There is one voice actor who credits himself as having worked on the game, Ryan Dries, but I'm not sure like to what extent he was involved with this game. One of the guys from the Week of the Dead tried to reach out to him for an interview and was blocked or something happened, so maybe it wasn't a positive experience for this guy. I'm not quite sure. But it'd be interesting to like learn about like the story of the voice acting in this game. Like, was it deliberate? Like, did it actually try to make it like bad on purpose? Was it like mistranslation? Was the game rushed? It could be various factors, and maybe some that are more obvious than others, but you never know. It is interesting because it's become a part of this game's identity. It's just like the voice acting, and like a part of like House of the Dead's identity is in general. Like you hear people quote lines from like when people think of House of the Dead, they're going to be thinking about this game. It's like the most famous of the games. I still think the original's better, and I think is much more impressive. But in terms of like the dialogue and some of the moments, this game just stood out for a lot of people. And with the voice acting, it's just like it's just curious to hear the story about it. Even like you play games like modern shooter games, like even House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn, the voice acting is so terrible. Maybe not the worst I've ever heard, but like kind of mediocre. And then like, you know, some of the other Sega shooters, like you know, Operation Ghost, the Transformers games, the voice acting is just like all over. And it's kind of interesting. I don't like this part. Okay, I'll take the hit there, fine. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that would be cool. Just like how the voice acting happened. Like, what was the development like? Were they like given a script and told we gotta like just record this in one take, we gotta get this done? Like, don't worry if you make a mistake or you say this wrong, like, just mistranslate it. It's interesting. But even like, I feel like Sega's actually, I think Sega's actually kind of leaned into it too. Like, I think there was a Yakuza achievement. There's, yeah, the Yakuza games, I believe, have House of the Dead references, and I think there's a Suffer Like G Did reference. So, I mean, Sega knows. Sega knows, like, there's quotable lines and moments, and, like, the voice acting, like, just became part of, like, the legacy of this game. And so it's like, you know, don't beat him, just, why not beat him? Just join him, you know, just, like, lean into it. Because that's one of the reasons why people love this game, is just the voice acting. And it became like, it's a part of people's memories. It's like, why mess with that? Just have fun with it. And to be fair, a lot of these games don't really take themselves seriously, so it makes sense. Hey, what's up, Foxhound Commander?
So this is
It's an achievement on Lost Judgment. That's funny. I need to, like, I gotta go into the Yakuza games. One of these days, I will. I gotta... Ironically enough, from a House of the Dead stream of all things, because I answered a trivia question right, but on... There's a YouTuber, Corey Maru, he does a lot of great Sega content. He was playing House of the Dead 2, I think. And I wound up winning a Steam code for a Yakuza game. I think it was Lost Judgment. So I have at least 2 Yakuza games, I think, on Steam, on my Steam library. I've not played either one, but I would like to try out the Yakuza games. I've heard great things about them. There's like a new one, like a pirate spin-off or something that looks funny. I gotta, it's a huge rabbit hole to step in. I'm already in Alan Wake, but one of these days, maybe I'll stream some on Twitch. Used to be scared of this game. I used to be scared of this game too. And I'm still scared of this game because this boss fight is absolutely brutal. I'm actually like crapping in my pants right now. Like, this is this is terrifying. It's like the hardest. This is easily like, I'd say this is like the hardest iteration of Magician by far. I never feel safe when I fight him. It's worse in the arcade. I'm reloading with a button, which is way different than the arcade, where you point outside the screen. But like this fight is this fight is the definition of scary.
Only man himself.
And that cutscene in the distance, they forgot to deload the model of James stepping out of his car, so there's actually 2 models of James.
The door of fate shall open.
That's Crimson's partially infamous for its intro voice acting and dialogue. Yeah, probably it's a lot of the same. Or like Resident Evil, like the whole Jill sandwich thing, and like Capcom acknowledges it, so it's like.
It's like they're inviting me.
I think it's a smart. I wouldn't say it's like a business decision. It's more like I guess a community interaction thing. Just like acknowledging the meme, acknowledging the moments that were part of people's memories, and just like have fun with it. Even if like I do actually like House of the Dead when it's more serious. Like, the first game definitely has a more serious and bleak atmosphere. And House of the Dead 4, I think, has a fantastic story, and I really wish kind of Scarlet Dawn, story-wise, was a little bit more similar to it in terms of tone. And I do hope we see it again in the future. Just, like, I do like it when House of the Dead gets serious, but also a lot of the fun of the series is just when House of the Dead, like, goes crazy. So your mileage may vary. I go back and forth on it. Jeez, that guy is so close to hitting me. that guy too. Jesus. First House of the Dead game you saw in theaters was House of the Dead 3. Oh, nice. I saw one of those in movie theaters. It's probably a popular movie theater game. Man, I miss those days. Like, man, even movie theater arcades were crazy good. Now to go into an arcade, it's just like, or any, movie theater arcade, bowling out, whatever. It's just, a lot of the same games, just raw thrills games. It's like, I miss those Sega titles, and would have been fun to see House of the Dead 3 in the movies. If I had a time machine, I'd go back to, like, those arcades I grew up in, and just take photos, take videos, and just really bask in, like, the glory of those days. Alright, dance, robot, dance. Alright, final boss. I'd not be surprised, AAA. Raw Thrills is everywhere. They rule the world.
Waiting for you, friend.
My friend Caldenza, who's posted here before, he's an arcade operator and like, or not an operator, like a repairman. He works at an arcade. He knows the whole thing. Like, Raw Thrills, like, as much as like their games are quarter munchers, they do make money. They keep the lights on at the arcades, so they are important. They don't make games for players, they make games for operators. Whereas, like, for some of these games, obviously, like, this game, like, using House of the Dead 2 as an example, obviously they didn't make this game to make money, because it is brutal, it is a quarter muncher at times, but they acknowledged, like, there would be players that would want to try to get better at the game, so, you can one credit the game. It is possible. I like how they made it possible where you can actually, it's skill-based, but the skill-based gameplay is kind of not super common today. Saw House of the Dead movie theater bowling alley. Nice. Always exciting to see House of the Dead cabinet out in the wild. Any of the games, I'll gladly play. Alright, final boss. The boss. Or type alpha. The type number is important if you know House of the Dead 4. Comes into play later. Leave it off there. That's fine. That is not fine. That is a bad. That is the worst phase. That phase is terrible. Please don't do it again. Oh my god. Oh my god. That phase is... Oh, wow. Oh my god, that is the most amount of times I have seen the strength phase. Oh my god. Just have mercy. Still got the 1 CC though.
Goldman!
Friends.
Hey, what's up, Nugabachi?
Not over yet.
Thanks for making it.
In time, a successor.
Virtually catching the tail end of this stream. But thanks for stopping by. Streaming for a breast cancer charity that's going on. And I believe they're going on, there's a website for it. Charity for breast cancer, people are streaming light gun games. It's going on another channel, and I'm probably going to raid said channel after this stream, if they're still live. They're on the final boss of House of the Dead Overkill, so I may raid them at the last second, but I will still raid them though. They're worth a follow. They've been streaming, I think, all day. There we go. Super clutch. I lost count how many times that darn strength phase came up. So stressful. But we did it. We did it. We did 3 1-credit clears in a row. Had a lot of fun. And yeah, good length stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. Game does kind of get a little bit repetitive, though. I don't get that feeling with the first game, even if it is short, but this one kind of, there's a little bit of repetition to it. It's still a fun game, though. Let's play Overkill on Steam. Nice. I'll get a raid Weekend of the Dead afterwards because they're doing their streams for the charity, and they're playing Overkill at the end. Yeah. Exclamation mark charity.
Rogan!
G and Harry are all right. Let's leave the rest to them.
Here we go. So here's the campaign link.
To our next
Just
battle.
to throw it out there, but it's for a good cause.
As long as we have the will to live.
And that was a very productive stream. I haven't played this game in a hot minute, so it's good I did pretty well. It was fun. 111,000. Still not enough to reach the leaderboard here. So what is the lowest score? 119 is my personal best. 111. So I was really close. Ah, so close. Almost got there. Also, that book looks really funny with the polygons on it. There's no textures for the pages. That was fun. And I am exhausted. These streams are quite tiring. Just like kind of playing through them, but they're a lot of fun. You know, I'm gonna be streaming. I don't know when, but it's just a thing I'll definitely do whenever I have time, and I'll stream both on YouTube and Twitch, which is fun. Yeah, nice little game to play for the Halloween season. Hope everyone has a good Halloween. Halloween, so October 31st, is indeed going to be, I believe, the 5th anniversary of House of the Dead 3's events. Because House of the Dead 3 takes place on Halloween, 2019. 19, 21, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 5-year anniversary. And maybe I should actually play House of the Dead 3 on that day, should I? I'm just thinking about it now, and JD suggested the House of the Dead 3 PC Arcade mod. So there's an idea for a stream. Maybe I'll be back on Halloween and play a bit of House of the Dead 3. Just play a few credits. I'll think about it. I'm super busy with work. It's insane. I was at a pinball convention for work last week, so I wasn't able to do much of anything. I did see one light gun game at the convention, which was funny, though. But at any rate, yeah, I'll see what I'm doing. I'll try to keep people updated a bit more on YouTube. Hopefully in advance. Sorry, this is last minute.
Help me!
But
Help me!
yeah, I'll definitely try to take my time for sure. But yeah, appreciate everyone for stopping by here. Thanks for checking out the stream. And don't go anywhere. There's gonna be more House of the Dead, I guess. Assuming I'm not raiding them during the tail end of their stream, so I might as well raid them now. So we're gonna raid Weekend of the Dead. Weekend of the Dead, who is streaming House of the Dead Overkill. So I'm going to raid them, and they're running the charity event for breast cancer awareness, and they're just streaming a bunch of House of the Dead games. So I'm going to raid them. Enjoy their stream. Feel free to support the charity if you have time, or promote it. At any rate, you know, thanks for consideration. Thanks for watching the stream. Did the raid not work? May not have worked. Let's see. I am using the wrong... It's not an exclamation mark. Sorry, guys. Weekend of the Dead. So let's raid Weekend of the Dead. And I'm going to log off here, and we'll see. I'll be available for Halloween for another stream for House of the Dead 3. But at any rate, thanks everyone for stopping by. And I'm on Twitch, Multi-Brawler, and then I'm on YouTube as Like on Liturgy. Just upload Like on stuff. It's a hobby of mine. But at any rate, thanks everyone for stopping by. Have a happy Halloween if I don't see you guys otherwise. And play more Like on games. I'll do the raid here. Take care, guys, and have a good one. This is Multi Brawler signing out.
Shoot outside of the screen.